Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through mathematics, pure mathematics P1 WMA1101 October 9, 2019. Question number 1. Figure 1 shows a sector AOB of a circle with center O and radius r centimeter. The Angle AOB is 1.25 radians. Given that the area of the sector AOB is 15 centimeters square, so area is provided. And A part, find the exact value of R, which is 2 marks part. So we can apply formula for A part. Area formula we can apply. Area is in radians is equal to 1 by 2 r square theta. This is the formula which we will be applying, and we can write area as 15 is equal to 1 by 2. Radius is r, so we can retain r square, and theta is 1.25 radians, and we can simplify this. Basically we'll have to make r square as subject, then we'll be using calculator for that one. So this will be after making subject, and we can find value of r will be equal to square root of 15 into 2 over 1.25, and this is what we can simplify by the help of calculator. So it will be square root of fraction 15 into 2 and divided by 1.2 will be equal to 2 under root 6, and 2 root 6 will be our answer. Whenever they are saying exact value, so we will be providing answer in square root format, and otherwise you can provide decimal value, rounded value also, but in this case because they are requiring for exact value, so we have to provide insert form. Well, B part, find the exact length of the perimeter of the sector, um, and write your answer in simplest form. So B part, we can perimeter, for perimeter we require, this is r and this side is also r, so r, and we will find length of this AB arc length we can find by AB arc will be equal to r theta. This is the formula which we will be using, and we'll be adding. Basically first we'll find AB arc, which is equal to r theta, and r value we calculated, which is 2 root 6, and multiply by theta, which is 1.25, and this will be equal to, we can use calculator for that one. So it's already there, so multiply by 1.25, and this will be equal to 5 by 2 under root 6, for 5 by 2 under root 6. Now perimeter, for perimeter we will be adding r plus r plus a b arc length. So r value we calculated 2 under root 6 plus 2 under root 6, and plus arc length we calculated this one, which we can replace over here, and we will get the final answer for the perimeter. And this is 5 by 2 under root 6 is already there, so we'll add plus 2 root 6 and plus 2 root 6, and this will be resulting to 13 over 2 under root 16. So this will be the answer which we can provide, and this was basically 3 marks part. So total question was 5 marks, question number 1, which we have done. Now we can move to the question number 2, and question number 2 says a tree was planted in the ground exactly 2 years after it was planted. The height of the tree was 1.85 meter. Exactly after 7 years it was planted, the height of the tree was 3.45 meter. Given that the height h meters of the tree, t years, after it was planted in the ground can be modeled by the equation. This is the equation provided where a and b are the constants. A part, find the value of a and b, a and value of b, and this is 4 mark question. So we will use this equation, provided equation, for the solution of a part. So h is equal to a at plus b. This is the equation which we got, and after 2 years, 2 years mean time duration we will take as 2 years, and height is 1.85, so we can replace these two values and we will get height is 1.85 and time duration is 2 years. So 2a plus b we can write over here, and this is basically we have used this statement. Now we can use the second statement, which is after 7 years. After 7 years, height will be this one, so 3.45. Second equation, 3.45 we can mention basically here after 2 years, and this will be after 7 years. For your understanding we can write here, and this will be equal to 7a plus b. And now we can see that the coefficients of b are equal, so simultaneously we can subtract and cancel, elimination method. So we'll make line, change sign for all the variables and constants, and basically we'll be cancelling these two will be cancelled, and 1.85 minus 1.85 minus 3.45, and this will be resulting to minus 1.6. So minus 1.6 is equal to, this will be minus 5a, and AB is cancelled. So this minus we can cancel with this, and a value, this implies a value will be equal to 1.6 over 5, and this will be equal to 1.6 divided by 5 will be equal to 0.32. 0.32 will be answer, and this will be in meters because m is in meters. So okay, this is done. Now for b value we will be replacing this value in any of these two equations. We'll replace, I am replacing in first. So 2a plus b is equal to 1.85, so 2 into 0.32 plus b is equal to 1.85, and b will be equal to 1.85 minus 2 into 0.32, and this will be, after simplification, 1.85 minus 2 into 0.32, and this is equal to 1.21 meters. This will be basically answer for this one. A and B are the constants, basically not meter. No need to mention this meter, these are constant values, so we can just provide this one, and 1.21 will be the answer for this one. So this is a part is done, which is 4 marks. So B part, state according to the model the height of the tree when it was planted. So when it was planted, the equation was which one? So basically B part is h is equal to the main equation which is provided, which we have utilized over here. Same equation we'll be using, h is equal to at plus b. So we can write h is equal to at plus b. Now ab values we can replace basically a. So b value will be what? B value was 1.2, so this b value is 1.21. So initial height was, we can say that when time is equal to 0, at t is equal to 0, we can write at t is equal to 0, H will be equal to A is what? A value, whatever A value, if we multiply by A is 0, so it will become 0. A value is 0.32. So A value will be 0. So initial height will be 1.21 meters. This is the answer, and this is basically B value, and this will be our final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 3, and question number 3 says, so we have to basically use calculator based answers are not acceptable, so we will be showing all the working basically. Figure 2 shows the sketch of the curve C with equation. This equation of this curve is provided, and this curve is having this equation. You hopefully you are understanding. The point M is minimum point of C. This is minimum point M. The straight line L passes through the origin and intersects C at the point M and N as shown. So M and N, and this is L and origin also. So find showing your working the coordinates of M. So first of all we need to show the coordinates of M. So M we know is the minimum point, and the equation is given. So we will utilize this given equation and we will find the minimum point. So y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 13. So we will write here y is equal to mm, x square minus 5x plus 13. X square minus 5x plus 13. Now we have to basically plus 13. So yes, plus 13. Now we have to use completing square, and how we will write this in the form of completing square. This will be x minus 5 by 2. This is copy sign, and this one is divided by 2. Hopefully you know the procedure how we are using a completing square method. So this will be squared minus whatever written here will be written over here 5 by 2, and it will be squared, and this is, keep in mind, always minus, and then this tail portion plus 13 we will be writing over here, and we can simplify. This will be x minus 5 by 2 mean 2.5. So x minus 2.5 squared, and this whole thing we can simplify by the help of calculator. So it will be minus in brackets fraction 5 over 2, and this will be squared and plus 13, and this will give us 6.75. So plus 6.75. Now our a b value, this is our a value and this is our b value, so we can show also, and it will be minus a. We have to write minus a and b for the minimum point, and it will be 2.5, 2.5 and 6.75. So this will be the minimum point M. Basically we will be having these coordinates which we have shown. And for b part says the coordinates of n, and n is where? N is over here. So equation of line we can find first, and we have to find the coordinate of m. And keep in mind this is 5-mark question, so it will be requiring a little more working. So we will write down the equation of line. Our strategy will be, we will find the equation of line L, and curve equation we already have, and we will equalize them, we will equate them to find the points of intersection. So we will be using origin. We can use origin and M point. We have coordinates of M, and M is having 2.5 and 6.75, and origin coordinates of origin are 0, 0. So we will use this point and this point to find the gradient and to write the equation of line L. So M value we will find first. We will start with the M value, and M value will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 and origin and this point we will be using. So we will take y1 6.75, 6.75 minus origin will be 0, so 2.5 minus 0, and this will be equal to, we can divide 6.75 divided by 2.5 is equal to 2.7. So m value we got as 2.7. Now we will be using m value, this one, and we can use origin is having coordinates, this one, so we'll use this point and write the equation of line. So equation of L, equation of line L, so equation of line L will be what? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is 0 for the origin, and m is 2.7 into x minus, for the origin x value will also be 0. So our equation will be y is equal to 2.7, x plus 0, or y is equal to 2.x. Now we got 2.7x. This is basically the equation of L. Now we will equate this equation and the equation of the curve which is provided over here, and we can write x square minus 5x plus 13. So we will be equating both equations. So we can write 2.7x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 13, and now we will be shifting this to other side, and this will be x squared minus 5x minus 2.7x plus 13 is equal to 0, and we can equate 2.7. okay, so we'll write minus 5 minus 2.7 is equal to minus 7.7x. so x square minus 7.7x plus 13 is equal to 0. Now we can apply quadratic formula. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 7.7, and c is equal to 13. So c is equal to 13, x is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a, and if we replace the values we'll get minus into minus 7.7 plus minus b square mean minus 7.7 squared minus 4a is 1 and c is 13 over 2a, and 2 into a value is 1. Now we can find the values. We can take plus sign first, so we will be simplifying fraction. This will be minus into minus 7.7, and plus sign I'm taking first, then I'll take the negative sign also, so it will be minus 7.7 squared, and this will be minus 4 into 13, we can directly write like this, over this will be 2, and this will be equal to 5.2. so x1 value is equal to 5.2, and the second value we can just change this plus to minus, we will get the second value, and this is equal to 2.5. so x2 is equal to 2.5. Now what we can do next, now we got two values, 5.2 and 2.5, and if we check the this one this point of intersection from the diagram, so 2.5 is coordinate x coordinate of m, so n will be having 5.2 as x coordinate basically, and y value we can find, and how we will find, we will replace in the equation of line, we can replace, we know that otherwise this value 2.5 we can replace in curve equation or straight line. So curve equation y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 13, and we will replace x is equal to 2.5, so it will be 2.5 squared minus 5 into 2.5 and plus 13, and this will be equal to the y value, and we will be taking 2.5 squared minus 5 into 2.5 bracket close and plus 13 will be equal to 6.75. Basically we have done some mistake, we will check. So value is not 2.5, basically value is 5.2. Yes, 2.5 value we will not be using because that is for m. This is x coordinate for m and this is x coordinate for n, so we have to use 5.2 instead of 2.5. So we'll replace 5.2 and this will also be 5.2, and the rectified answer will be what? This will be 5.2, and here also we will get 5.2, and this will be equal to 14.04. 14.04, this will be the y value. So our point will be n point will be having coordinates 5.2 and 14.04, which we can indicate on the diagram also, which we left space over here. 14.04, this will be basically the y coordinate, and these are the coordinates of n point. This is what we were supposed to find. Now for C part, they have given another diagram, which is figure 3 they have provided. Figure 3 shows the curve C and the line L. Curve C and line L, M is there, N is there. Shown shaded in figure 3 is bounded by C, L and Y axis. So region, we have to show this R region, shaded region, use inequalities to define the region R, and this is 2 mark question. We can figure out, basically we can see the region R, shaded region R is lower than this curve. So we will say curve equation is what? Curve equation is y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 13. So y value lesser than this one we will be utilizing. So we will write y is less than x square minus 5x plus 13. This will be our one equation, and second equation will be what? For second equation, which is we found basically equation of line, and equation of line was this one, y is equal to 2x minus 7. So y is equal to 2x, y is equal to 2.x, basically 2.7x. This was our equation which we found. Now we require above area, this is above area than line, so we will say y is greater than 2.7x. this will be our basically equation. So x value will be what? We will write these two equations, this one and this one, as an answer, and we will write the x value also. So C part answer, we can write y is less than x square minus 5x plus 13. This will be one equation, and y is greater than 2 minus 2.7x. Now x value will be in between 0 and 2.5. You can check this. M is having coordinates up to 2.5. This is the x coordinate, and origin is having coordinates 0 0. So x value is varying from 0 to 2.5. This is our x variation. So 0 is included, but 2 point, because y-axis is solid line, and 2.5 will be only less than, not equal to. So we will write x is greater than equal to 0 and less than 2.5. This will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 4 says a parallelogram ABCD has area of this one, so area is provided in centimeter squares. Given that AB has length 10 centimeter, AB is 10 centimeter, BC has length of 6 centimeter, and angle DAB is obtuse. So find angle DAB is obtuse. So find A part, the size of the angle DAB in degrees to two decimal places. This is a 3 marks question which we have to solve. So the diagram, basically we can sketch the drawing. So if we draw this, basically I'll have to choose this one. I will choose, and after deleting I will draw the shape, and this should be the shape, and we can take this as our shape, and this will be what we can take a this will be A, B, and C and D, and this is parallel to this one, and this is parallel to this one, and angle DAB is obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is shown over here, and they are saying the size of the DAB is in degrees to two decimal places. So we have to find this angle. So area we know is what area is, and measurements, this is 10 centimeters and this is 6 centimeters. So this is 6 centimeters, this will also be 6 centimeters, and this will be 10 centimeters. So these are the measurements which are provided, and we can find basically obtuse angle we can find. So area is equal to, if I change the color, so area is the A part which we are solving. So area is equal to AB sine C, and area is provided 40 centimeters. So replacing values, AB will be what, 6 and 10, so 6 into 10 sine of C. Now we can write sine C is equal to 40 divided by 60, and this will be gone. We can write 2 by 3, so C will be equal to sine inverse of 2 over 3, and sine inverse of 2 over 3 will be what, if we check with the help of calculator, this will be shift sine of 2 over 3, and this will be equal to your calculator should be in degree mode, so change this mode to degree, and then we will be calculating. It will be 41.81. So this is equal to, C value is equal to 41.81. Now obtuse angle, for obtuse angle we will be subtracting from 180 minus 41.81, and this will be what, 180 minus answer will be equal to 138.189. 138.1896851. So they are saying answer we have to provide to two decimal places, so we can round to 138.19, and this will be up to 2 dp, and this will be degrees basically. So this is done for this one, what do you call, A part. Now B part, they are saying B part, the length of the diagonal BD in centimeters to one decimal place. For B part we can apply cosine rule, so dB square will be equal to cosine rule when we apply on this diagram. So diagonal will be, if we draw this will be the diagonal, and this will be dB diagonal which we are supposed to find. So dB square is equal to one side square plus other side square minus 2 into one side other side, and cos of angle which we just found 138.19 degrees, and we can basically find this dV is equal to square root of this whole thing. We can write 10 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 into 10 into 6 will be 60 cos of 138.19 degrees, and this will be equal to, by the help of calculator, square root of 10 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 into 60 cos of 138.19 degrees, and this will be equal to 15.01, and this will be our answer. Up to one decimal place we can write this one as 15.0. This will be our final answer for this question. Question number 5. A curve has equation, this is the equation given, x is greater than equal to 0. Find dy by dx, giving the answer in simplest form. This is a 3-mark question, so just we have to take the derivative. So first of all we will rewrite the equation. Y is equal to x cube over 6 plus 4x raised to the power 1 by 2 minus 15, and we can take derivative, so we can write dy over dx, and 3 will be pulled first, this power will be pulled first, and x raised to the power 3 minus 1, so it will be 2, and divided by 6 plus 4 into this power, it will be 1 by 2 into x raised to the power 1 by 2 minus 1, which will be minus 1 by 2, and the derivative of the constant is 0. Now we can cancel this, 3 will be cancelled with this, so it will be 2, and 2 will be cancelled with 4, it will be 2 over here, and we can write as dy over dx is equal to 1 by 2 x square, or we can write x square over 2, and plus this will be 2x raised to the power minus 1 by 2, or we can rewrite it as dy by dx is equal to x square over 2 plus 2 over x under root, and this will be the final answer for A part. Now B part, it says the point P, this one lies on the curve. Find the equation of the normal to the curve at P. So at this point we need to find the equation of the normal. So write your answer in the form, and this format is required. ABC are integers to be found. Now dy by dx we already have, and we will find dy by dx at P. Dy by dx at the point will be what? At point x value is 4, so at 4 will be equal to 4 squared by 2 plus this will be 2 over under root 4, and we can calculate this will be 4 squared divided by 2, and plus this will be 2 over root 4, and this will be resulting to 9. So our gradient is 9. Now gradient of the normal, m value is 9, so gradient of the normal will be equal to 1 over 9. So 1 over 9, and P point is what? 4 and 11 by 3. Now equation of normal will be equal to y minus y1 is equal to m of the normal into x minus x1. This is what will be applying the equation, and y minus, this will be 11 over 3, and this will be equal to, this should be minus 1 over 9, basically reciprocal and change sign also. So minus 1 by 9 into x minus 4, and now further we can just simplify. Y will be equal to minus 1 over 9x minus 1 over 9x plus this will be 4 over 9 plus 4 over 9, and minus 11 by 3 we can shift to other side, so it will be plus 11 over 3, and this will be, we can multiply the whole equation by 9, so it will be 9y is equal to minus x, and plus we can basically write it as 4, and this will be 33, so this will be 37. So we can shift x also to this side, so x plus 9y is basically equal to 33, or we can write minus 30, basically 37. Minus 37 is equal to 0. 33 plus 4 will be 37. So this will be the final equation, which is a value will be 1, a value will be 1, b will be 9, and c will be minus 37. And that's all. This is our answer. Now we can move to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 says the curve C has equation, this one, where k is a positive constant. A part, sketch a graph of C stating the equation of the horizontal asymptote and the coordinates of the point of intersection with the x-axis. And this is 3-mark question, and this is the portion which I've inserted for you. This is not part of the question, so we will discuss it in a while. So A part, we have to draw for horizontal asymptote. We will be checking this equation y is equal to 4 over x plus k, and we know that k is equal to a positive constant, so k cannot be, this is like, this cannot be 0, or it cannot be a negative value. So y is equal to k will be the horizontal asymptote, so we can write horizontal asymptote will be equal to horizontal asymptote will be y is equal to k. This will be our horizontal asymptote, and vertical asymptote is will be what? This will be x is equal to 0. These are the values which this curve cannot have in any of the situations. Like, it cannot have this k value because it is always added some positive value to k, so this equation can never attain y is equal to k value, and it cannot attain x is equal to 0 value, because if x is equal to 0, this will be undefined form, so we will be the curve will never be taking this value. Now we need to find the intercept also for x intercept. So x intercept, we can replace y is equal to 0. So equation is what? Y is equal to 4 over x plus k. So 0 is equal to 4 over x plus k, and we can make x as subject, so x will be equal to x. We can first shift basically k to other side, so 4 over x is equal to, we can write k is equal to minus 4 over x, or x is equal to minus 4 over k. So this will be x value, and y, this is x intercept, so y value will be 0, so the point will be minus 4 over k and 0. This will be x intercept. Now we can sketch the graph, and to sketch graph, we know this is a reciprocal graph, and if we draw a rough sketch, like for example, we can draw a rough sketch like this one over here. This will be the coordinate axis, this is x-axis, this one y-axis, and our sketch will be what? This will be 1 over x plus k, so it will be like this one. So it will never be attaining one value, and this side will be x-intercept will be this one. If I redraw, this will be like this one. So this point, if we want to give the coordinates minus 4 over x, and 0 will be coordinates of this x-intercept, and a horizontal asymptote will be this line, which we can show. This will be our horizontal asymptote line, and this will be y is equal to k. Y is equal to k. This will be horizontal asymptote, and what do you call, vertical asymptote will be on the y-axis, which will be x is equal to 0 will be the vertical asymptote. And this is what we have sketched the graph. So uh, what next? Basically, this is the graph which I have plotted, and if we check this, will be so this is the graph which we have plotted, and you can see this is the reciprocal graph, and it is y is equal to 1 is this asymptote, the horizontal asymptote, and this is the point I have taken. Basically, k is equal to 1, that's to for your explanation. So if our value will be 4 over k, so this will be minus 4 over k, and this one will also be minus 4 over k. So in this will be the proper, this is the proper by scale graph which I have plotted by the help of some software for your explanation. Hopefully you understood this, and this graph is exactly matching with the graph which we have sketched. You have to show asymptote, you have to show x intercept as well. So these are the two things which we will have to show. Now in the b part, if we go through b part, the line with equation y is equal to 10 minus 2x is tangent to c. Find the possible value for k. So y is equal to 10 minus 2x. So b part we can solve. Y is equal to 10 minus 2x. This is the equation of line given, and equation of the curve is y is equal to 4 over x plus k, and where k is greater than 0. Now for we can equate these equations to form the quadratic equation. So 10 minus 2x will be equal to 4 over x plus k, and this will be now we can basically we can multiply the whole uh, equation by x to get rid of this denominator, and it will be 10x minus 2x squared minus 4 is equal to 4 plus kx. And now we can form the quadratic equation. We'll shift everything to the other side, so it will be 2x squared and plus kx minus 10x and plus 4 is equal to 0. And from these two terms we can take x common, so our quadratic equation will become 2x square and plus k minus 10 outside will be x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now discriminant we will put equal to 0. ABC values will be a is equal to 2, b is equal to k minus 10, and c will be equal to 4. So we'll be using these values, and we will replace b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. B square minus 4ac is equal to 0 for the tangent. So it will be b is what, k minus 10 squared, and minus 4a value is 2, and c value is 4 is equal to 0. So this will be 16 into 2 will be 32. So we will get k minus 10 squared minus 32 is equal to 0 is equal to 0. Now we can open this square, so it will be k squared plus 10 squared will be 100, minus 2 into 10 will be 20, so it will be 20k minus 32 is equal to 0. So this will be k squared 100 minus 32. First we'll write 20k, and then 100 minus 32 will be 68, plus 68 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation in form of k, so we can apply quadratic formula. So k will be equal to minus b, this will be minus b plus minus b squared, it means minus 20 squared b squared minus 4 into a is 1 and c is 68 over 2a. So this is the quadratic formula which we have applied, and now we can find k1 value by the help of a calculator. We can minus into minus 20, and this will be closed, and plus this will be root of in brackets minus 20, and this will be squared minus 4 into 68 and divided by this will be 2, and this is equal to, we have done some mistake basically, uh, minus 20, we missed bracket over here, and this is the bracket, and this will be equal to 10 plus 4 under root 2, 10 plus 4 under root 2, and the decimal value will be 15.66. So 15.66 will be decimal value, and for k2 second value we will be replacing plus with the minus, and minus will be this one, and this will be resulting to 10 minus 4 under root 2, 10 minus 4 under root 2, and the decimal value will be 4.34. So this will be 4.34 up to 2 dp. We are providing this answer, and this was 5-mark question, I think so, and the total question was 8 marks, which we are done with. Now we can move to the next question, question number 7. And question number 7, this diagram is provided. Figure 4 shows part of the curve with equation this one, and the point P is this, lies on the curve. Find the gradient of the tangent to the curve at point P. So tangent to the curve at point P, if we draw the tangent, that tangent will be what? That tangent will be at point P, touching at point P, this will be the tangent, and for this gradient of the tangent is required. So we'll find basically the given equation, we'll take derivative of the given equation, and the given equation is this one. So we will use this, y is equal to, for a part, y is equal to 2x squared plus 5, and we can find the derivative dy by dx. So dy by dx will be equal to 2 into this power, which will be 2, and x raised by 2 minus 1, so it will be 1, plus derivative of constant will be 0, and this will be equal to 4x. This is basically 2 marks question. So now we need dy by dx at P, so we can write dy by dx at point 2 and 13. So P, which is 2 and 13, this will be equal to, we will be replacing 2, so this will be equal to 8, and this will be our answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. And now b part says the point Q with coordinate x coordinate 2 plus h also lies on the curve. Find in terms of h the gradient of the line PQ. Give your answer in simplest form. This is 3-mark question. So in the point which we have, basically what we can do, we can take the point Q, coordinates of Q, they are saying for x coordinate is 2 plus h, and y coordinate we don't know, y coordinate we need to find. So we will find this y coordinate, and this y coordinate, how we will find, we will replace x value in the given equation, and the given equation is y is equal to 2x square plus 5. So y is equal to 2x square plus 5. We will replace x is equal to 2 plus h, so 2 plus h squared, 2 plus h squared plus 5, and we can open this square. This will be we can write 2 into this will be 4 plus h squared plus 4h and plus 5, and this will be equal to y. So y will be equal to 8 plus 2h squared plus 8h and plus 5. And finally, if we simplify and rearrange also, this will be 2h squared and plus 8h plus this will be 13, and this will be the y value which we can provide, and our point will be what? Coordinate of x is 2 plus h and y coordinate is 2h squared plus 8h plus 13. This will be the final answer, and B part was 3 marks which we had done. Now they are saying no, B part basically we need to find the gradient of the line PQ. So now we'll be using the point which we found, this Q, and we will be using P point. So P point is what? P point is having coordinates 2 and 13. So we'll be using P and Q to find the gradient. So gradient of PQ will be equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This will be the gradient formula which we will be using. So replacing values, y2 will be 2h square plus 8h plus 13 and minus y1, so minus 13, and divided by x2 which is 2 plus h minus x1 which is 2, and we can cancel plus 13 with minus 13 and plus 2 with minus 2. Now the remaining part will be 2h squared plus 8h divided by h, and h we can take common, so m will be pq, gradient of pq will be equal to h we can take common, so inside will be 2h plus 8 and divided by h, and we can cancel this h with h, and this will be equal to 2h plus 8, and this will be the gradient which is required. Hopefully you understood this. Now the last part, C part, we can solve, which is explain briefly the relationship between the answer to B and answer to A. This is 1 mark question. So when P and Q will be joining, when H will be equal to 0, we can write over here, there's only a sentence need to write, so we can write over here, when H tends to 0, Q joins P. So or this is what we can write, or we can write the gradient of LP will be equal to tangent at P. Gradient of PQ line will be equal to tangent at P. So we can provide this answer, and this is only 1 mark part which we are done. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 8. Question number 8 says solve using algebra. This is the equation given. Fully simplify your answer writing them in the format, this one third format, where a b c are integers to be found. This is 5 mark question, easy straightforward question. So we'll take the given equation, and x minus 6x raised to the power 1 by 2 plus 4 is equal to 0, and we can take this as y. So put x raised by 1 by 2 is equal to y, and we can write this as y squared minus 6y plus 4 is equal to 0. And quadratic formula we can apply: a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 6, and c is equal to 4. So y will be equal to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, and 2 into 1, and y1 value, basically y value we can write, y will be equal to what? Y will be equal to, we can use fraction, then minus inside will be minus 6, and plus I will take first, then we can take the negative also. Root of minus 6 squared and minus 4 into 4 and divided by 2, and this will be resulting to 3 plus under root 5. So 3 plus under root 5, this will be one y value, and the second y value, if we replace plus with minus, and this will be minus, so this will be plus and minus, this will be our answer. Now y is equal to what? Y is equal to x raised by 1 by 2. So x raised by 1 by 2 will be equal to 3 plus minus under root 5, and we can write in square format. If we take square on both sides, so it will be x will be equal to 3 plus minus under root 5 squared, or we can write x in is equal to, basically this one we can take plus, and this will be 3 minus under root 5, this will be squared. And if we take square of this one, will be now we can basically solve this. It will be in brackets 3 plus and root 5, and this will be squared, and it will be equal to 27.4, or we can write 14 plus 6, 14 plus 6 under root 5. So this will be inside form, because they are saying that a plus b under root c format they are requiring answer. So if we take care of a negative one, so this will be 14 minus 6, so this will be equal to 14 minus 6 under root 5, and these two will be our x values which we are supposed to find. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the next question, and this is question number 9. Question number 9, diagram is provided. Figure 5 shows a sketch of the part of the curve C with equation y is equal to sine x over 12, where x is measured in radians. The point M shown in figure 5 is a minimum point on C. Number A part. State the point, the period of C. And this is a 1 mark question. We need to find the period of C. For the period of C, what we can do, we can split this drawing into different segments. Like for your understanding, just I'm splitting it. We can split like this one and this one. So 4 portions will be, one portion will be like this, and the second portion we can identify like this one. So this will be, and the third portion we can split into, identify into this one. So these are the 3 portions for M basically. So first of all, state the coordinates of M. So period is period of C. First of all, period of C, then we will be going for state the coordinates of M. Period will be what? Period, we know sine curve is repeating after 2 pi, so x by 2, which is in this case, we can take x by 2, x by 12 basically. X by 12 is equal to 2 pi, so x will be equal to 24 pi, so this will be the period. and this is A part 1 mark question which we are done. And the B part, which is saying state the coordinates of M, and this is also 1 mark. For M, what we can do, we know that M is 3 by 4th of 2 pi. Up to this one is not 2 pi, 24 pi. This is what we just calculated. So 3 by 4th of uh, 24 pi, so we can write B part as 3 by 4th of 24 pi, and this will be 4 6 are 24, and this will be equal to 18 pi, and the coordinates will be 18 pi and 18 pi and -1. Basically sine curve is up to -1, from 1 to -1, so this coordinate minimum point will be -1, and these will be the coordinates of M, which we are done with. Now next point is the smallest positive solution of the equation. This is equal to K, where K is a constant, is alpha. Find in terms of alpha C1 the negative solution of the equation, this one, that is to mm, closest to 0. So negative solution will be what? Negative. For the negative solution, we can take the negative side, and if we extend this to the negative side like this one, for your understanding, we can draw a curve like this. So this will be negative solution will be over here, and this is 24 pi, this will be 12 pi, and this side will be minus 12 pi, and the negative solution for this side will be over here. And this one, if I redraw this sketch properly, so sine curve will be like this one. So alpha will be like over here, and this will be -12. If I write in different color, -12 pi minus alpha will be this this coordinate of this point. So this will be the closest solution which we can provide for C part. C1 is -12 pi minus alpha. This will be our answer for part 1. And part 2, they are saying the smallest positive solution of the equation cos of this, and we cos of x is what we can write here. Solution we need to find for this one, and we know that sine of pi, basically x over 12 plus pi by 6, sorry, pi by 2. So there is a difference between sine and cos graph of pi by 2. So we will be writing this pi by 2. This will be equal to cos of x over 12. So this is equal to k. So we can equate these two equations, and this will give us basically, if we check where these two graphs are in meeting, basically 6 pi will be this line, so this line will be 6 pi, and 6 pi minus alpha will be this curve which we can identify. This will be 6 pi and minus alpha, so we can write answer as 6 pi minus alpha. So for the second part, we can write 6 pi minus alpha. This will be the point where both will be having same solution. This is our answer. which we are done with. Now we can move to the question number 10. And question number 10, if we go to the question, it says figure 6 shows a sketch of the part of the curve with the equation y is equal to f of x, where f of x is this one. A part, reduce the value of x for which f of x is less than equal to 0. So this is a 2 marks question. So we know that f of x is basically what we can do. We can write f of x equal to 0 and solve it for the solutions basically. So a part, we can write f of x is equal to 0. So it will be, this implies what, 2x plus 5 into x minus 3 squared. This is our f of x. 2x plus 5 and x minus 3 squared, and this is equal to 0. This implies what? This implies 2x plus 5 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 squared is equal to 0. So this will be, x will be equal to minus 5 by 2, and this will be x is equal to 3. So this solution we will reject. Why we are rejecting this solution? Because they are asking for reduce the value of x for which f of x is less than 0. F of x is less than 0, but this value is f of x greater than 0. So this will be the value which is f of x is less than equal to 0. This is done. This was a 2 marks question which we are done with. Now for B part, they are saying the curve crosses the y-axis at point P as shown. Expand f of x to form this type of equation in this format, where a, b, c, d are integers to be found, and this is 3 mark question. This is just algebra involved in this, so we will be solving this. So it will be 2x plus 5 into, we have equation which is x minus 3 squared, and we will open square first. So we'll write 2x plus 5 as it is, and square will be x squared plus 9 plus 6x. Now we can multiply. 2x with x cube will be 2x cube, 2x with x square will be 2x cube, and 2x with 9 will be plus 18x, 2x with 6 will be plus 12x squared, and 5 with x squared will be plus 5x squared, 5 with 9 will be 45, and 5 with 6x will be plus 30x. Now we have to add the like terms. 2x cubed, the only term involving cube, and these are the square values. And basically we did mistake, this should be minus over here, and if this is minus, it means that this 12 will be minus, and what else will be minus? This 30 will be also minus. Now we can simplify. This will be 12 plus 5, so minus 12 plus 5, so it will be minus 7x squared, and 18x minus 30x will be minus 12x and plus 45. Now we can basically compare it with the required equation, which is in this format: a, b, c, d values. So a is equal to 2, we can write a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7, c is equal to minus 12, and d is equal to 45. So these we can write small d. So this will be our answer for B part. Now for C part, hence or otherwise, find the coordinates of P. So coordinates of P, basically y-intercept, this P is required, and if we replace x is equal to 0 in this y, or y is what, C part, y is equal to the just now which we got equation, will be utilizing that equation, and we will replace uh, at y-axis x will be equal to 0, so this implies y will be equal to 45. So coordinates of p will be 0 and 45. This will be our coordinates which we found. And then the gradient of the curve at p. So gradient of the curve at p, this is second part, and this complete c part is 2 marks. So gradient of the curve, we will be finding the dy by dx of this equation, basically. So it will be 2 and 3 will be pulled first, so x raised to the power 3 minus 1, which is 2, minus 7 into 2, x raised by 2 minus 1 will be 1, and minus 12, and basically this is 45, not 4x, 45. Okay, now this will be, now we can find dy by dx at this point. Dy by dx at x is equal to 0. So at 0 this will be equal to so minus 12. So basically the rest of these two terms will be 0, so it will be minus 12 will be the gradient which we were supposed to find the gradient at p. Now for this next part, d part, the curve with equation y is equal to f of x is translated uh, 2 units in the positive x direction to a curve with equation y is equal to g of x. So find g of x, giving your answer in simplified factorized form. So first part for d we can solve over here. D part 1 will be, we have equation 2x minus 5, and this is our basically f of x, and we can this is our f of x. So we can find f of x minus 2, which is required. So we will replace x by x minus 2 minus 5, and this will be x minus 2 minus 3 squared, and we can rewrite it as, and this will be 2x minus 4, so 2x minus 4 minus 5 into this will be x minus 5 squared, so x minus 5 squared. And now we can rewrite it as basically 2x minus 9. This should be basically this is 2x plus 5, not minus 5. So this will be plus, this will be plus, so it will be plus 1, 2x plus 1, and this will be x minus 5 squared. Now for y-intercept, y-intercept is for the second part, hence state the y-intercept of the curve with equation y is equal to g of x. So for y-intercept, this is the second part which we can mention over here. This is the second part. So y-intercept, this implies x will be equal to 0, so y will be equal to minus 5. This will be the solution which is required. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 11, and question 11 says a curve has equation y is equal to f of x, and the point P is 432 by 3 lies on the curve, given that f double dash of x is equal to 4 over x root minus 3 and f dash of x is equal to 5 at P. Find the equation of the tangent to the curve at P, writing your answer in the form y is equal to mx plus c, where m and c are the constants to be found. This is 2-mark question. So we know f dash of x is what? For part 1, f dash of x is what? F dash of x is basically gradient, and gradient is 5, which is given, right? Now point P is having coordinates 4 and 32 by 3, so 32 by 3. Now these are basically the point, and now we can write the equation of the tangent. So equation of tangent, we can write equation of tangent will be y minus y1 is equal to m of the tangent into x minus x1, and we will replace the values y minus y1, which is 32 by 3. We are using this y value, and is equal to m, which is 5, and into x minus x1, which is 4 values, so minus 4. Now we can just rearrange it and simplify, so y will be equal to 5x and minus 20. 5 into minus 4 will be minus 20 plus 32 over 3, and y will be equal to 5x, and we can use calculator. Minus 20 plus 32 over 3 will be equal to minus 28 over 3. Minus 28 over 3. This will be the equation which was required in y is equal to mx plus c format. M and c are the constant to be found. So m is equal to 5, m is equal to 5, and c is equal to minus 28 over 3. This is done. So now b part says find basically f of x we need to find. So for finding f of x, we have f dash of x, and f dash of x is what? F dash of x, from where we can find? We can take f double dash of x. This is second order derivative. We will integrate and we will find the first order derivative, and then we will integrate again and we will reach to the answer. So we will start here. This will be f double dash of x is equal to what? This is given, which is equal to 4 over under root x minus 3. This is the given equation which we can utilize, and we can rewrite it as 4x raised by minus 1 by 2 minus 3. Now we can take the integral. Integral will be dy by dx, and this will be equal to integral of this will be basically 4 into x raised to the power this one minus 1 by 2 plus 1, so it will be 1 by plus 1 by 2 over 1 by 2 also, and minus this will be 3x. Integral of minus 3 will be minus 3x, and plus integral constant c. Now we can simplify this, and we can rewrite it as 8x raised by 1 by 2 minus 3x plus c. This will be dy by dx, and we can replace the value dy by dx at 4. There it is given that dy by dx at x is equal to 4 is 5. So this will be dy by dx at 4 will be equal to 8 into 4 raised by 1 by 2 minus 3 into 4 and plus c, and we know this is equal to 5, so we can equalize it to 5. So this one we can write c is equal to 5 minus 8 into 4 raised by 1 by 2 plus 4 into 3 will be 12, and we can use calculator to solve. So 5 minus 8 4 raised to the power 1 by 2 or 0.5, and this bracket will be closed, and plus 12, and this will be equal to 1. So c value we got as 1. We can replace in this equation, so our dy by dx will be equal to 8x raised by 1 by 2 minus 3x and plus c value, which is 1. So this is what we got first order derivative. Now we can find the second order, basically integrate once more and get y. So this side will be y is equal to 8x raised by 3 by 2, 1 by 2 plus 1, so it will be also 3 by 2 will divided by, so minus 3x squared divided by 2 and plus x plus c, and this is what we have integrated. Now we can simplify. This will be y is equal to 8 divided by 3 by 2 will be 16 by 3, x raised by 3 by 2 minus this will be 3 by 2 x squared plus x plus c, Now point we have is 32 4 and 32 by 3, so we'll be using the same point for C value. So this side will be 32 by 3 is equal to 16 by 3, 4 raised to power 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 into 4 squared plus 4 plus C. So C will be equal to 32 by 3 minus 16 over 3, 4 raised to the power 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, and this will be 4 squared and minus 4. And if we calculate this with the help of calculator, so it will be 32 over 3 and minus this will be 16 divided by 3 and 4, and the raised to the power will be 3 over 2, 3 over 2, and next will be plus 3 over 2 and in brackets 4 squared and minus 4 is equal to minus 12. So C value we got is minus 12. So our final equation will be y is equal to 16 over 3x raised by 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 x squared plus x minus 12. This will be our final answer. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Recommend this channel to your friends and classmates, and also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.